finally we have another battle against one of the cultists. Actually, we destroyed one of their bases off screen as well, because all the battles were kind of the same. They didn't have a lot of defenses, and we actually put in our heavy battleship, and it made short work of their basically their mothership. It's a construction vehicle. Didn't have a lot. It has a lot of blocks, but not a lot of expensive components or weaponry. And they spawned this fleet of what they call street cruisers. It seems like, uh, which I think they're possibly spawning suicide craft. Yeah, their cruisers are quite small and they're submerged, and we're not really able to have a good look at them because it's at night. Okay, so this is one of their assault cruiser, the Nightmare class, which is pretty cool. Looks like a lot of missiles. Oh, I hope they're not small missiles. Yeah, they're small missiles. Um, because small missile spam isn't common either. I think a lot of our craft pretty much just ignore them on default, and that's a drone craft. I believe it doesn't look like a suicide craft. Yes, it has a single torpedo. And over here, this is another assault cruiser. Okay, so they have two assault cruisers and the forge ship.
Engaging now. Receiving. Moving now. Receiving. Moving now.
Okay, so it looks like our missile interceptors and laser defense is adequate at stopping off their little missiles. So we'll focus on destroying the forge ship first, so it doesn't just annoyingly spawn a lot of spam a lot of units. Yeah, hopefully the sky gets brighter soon as well.
Receiving. Moving now.
Oh, and now the surfacing because uh, well, because otherwise it will be 80% in sinking. So they're pretty smart to surface the ship when it's damaged like that, but it just makes them an easier target to hit.
Receiving. Engaging now. Engaging now. Moving now. Moving now.
Are these ships front-siders? I guess, yeah, if they front-side, then it's easier for them to kind of hide their sonar signature and a bit harder to hit. But if we power shift into a T pattern, then we're able to get the broadside on at least one thing.
Receiving. Engaging now. Receiving. Moving now. Engaging now. Engaging
Oh
now.
boy. Okay, those are torpedoes, all right.
Engaging now. Listening.
Can you come here and clean up this mess?
Receiving. Engaging now.
Is that the... How many more of them are there?
Receiving. Engaging now.
I think that's the last assault cruiser.
Receiving. Moving now. Moving now. Receiving. Moving now. Moving now. Engaging now. Receiving. Engaging now.
Oh my god, it's small missile spam. Ugh. Okay, as damage as this ship is.
Receiving.
Okay, actually 80% in sinking. Alright. I was gonna say, as damaged as these cruisers are, they're still firing. They're still firing their lands. And now it looks like a Minecraft construct, just due to how much of the armor has been stripped. Oh yeah, me. Okay, now it's looking a bit less Minecraft.
Listening. Listening.
Well,
Receiving.
one of these is 80%, so if we go back here, it can potentially self-repair a little.
Moving now. Listening.
These will be moving at high speed to intercept these guys.
Receiving. Moving now. Listening. Listening.
Okay, so I was stupid enough that we're rather careless enough that our support cruiser was blockaded by this little fleet of cultist submarines. So here they have these annoying little small missile spamming mini micro subs. Yeah, they're called micro subs, and then here a bunch of random ones, mini sub, but what they're armed with are torpedoes. And then they have this port ship that spawns a single nuke, but it doesn't look like they replenish. And on our side, we have our battleship and heavy cruiser. Because our
Moving now.
because our own support cruiser was
Receiving.
blockaded. Oh my god, what happened there? I think that was a nuke detonation, and it blew this in half. Okay, well, that's one less thing to worry about. Was there a nuclear weapon here too?
Engaging now.
I guess I don't care. I'll just let them do their own thing.
Engaging now. Receiving.
Yeah. So what I was saying earlier was, let's see how our missile defense is handling this. Not too good. We're not really designed to handle small missiles, but hey, at least the Lance is working. The interceptors are a bit overkill for this type of swarm, but whatever. Right, so what I was saying is because of the support cruiser itself was blockaded, I didn't want to put it into the battle. So I put some nearby units. They were actually quite far away, but happily they joined the battle.
Moving now. Moving now. Moving now. Receiving. Engaging now.
I don't know how we're able to hit targets as small as
Engaging now.
guns that big, but
Engaging now. Receiving.
hey, if it works, I'm not gonna complain.
Receiving.
Oh god,
Engaging now.
some of these are armed with nuclear weapons.
Receiving. Engaging now. Moving now. Moving now. Engaging now. Engaging now.
All right, just for the sake of safety, I'm gonna target them manually.
Engaging now.
These are the ones that attack your computer, and those are the ones that attack with nukes. And these are the ones that don't matter. All right.
Engaging now. Receiving.
These guys seem to be having a situation.
Receiving.
All right, so we can pull the battleship out of there.
Receiving. Moving now.
Those railgun components? No, those are just missile launchers. All right, looks like we took 1% damage from that. I mean, we were probably 10 times the cost of that fleet, but didn't want to leave anything up to chance. Ooh, that's sad. No, oh, nuke that got lost. Yeah, that's a nuke.
Listening. Moving out. Moving out. Receiving.
Okay, so we have our battleship, heavy battleship, the Ocean's Requiem, spawned against one of the cultists' forge ships, or rather one of their mother ships, which is their kind of main fleet, base building one. I managed to get the spawn extremely close,
Moving now.
so
Receiving. Moving now.
I think it will be interesting to see the effect of the railgun fire. It's especially accurate this time around.
Engaging now. Receiving. Moving now. Moving now. Moving now. Moving now.
Looks like no one likes the fact that we're that close, but because the ship is underwater, it's not really that maneuverable or able to run away very quickly. And looks like they received some engine damage, so the propellers aren't turning anymore.
Receiving. Moving now.
And we're just turning around quickly so we can get another broadside.
Moving now. Moving now. Engaging now.
Just target some of those smaller things while we still have the whole fleet here.
Receiving. Engaging now.
Do we have an angle on these? Yes. Okay. As long as we don't damage ourselves too much trying to shoot these guys.
Engaging now. Receiving. Engaging now.
Alright, let's not shoot at that.
Engaging now.
Do you have a firing solution?
Receiving.
How about the underslung turrets? Alright. Hmm. Exciting. Where's oh, okay. There it is. Ooh. That's I like their names. That's a lot of craft too. I think that's the biggest ship we've seen so far. Unwavering Spirit. I wonder what the class of the ship is. I think I had a sneak peek of it in the designer's underwater railgun ship, so pretty much the same as what we have. And they have a bunch of those guys. I don't think these are swarmers, so that's good. Actually, yeah, they could be though.
Listening.
How fast are they? Okay, so we don't really have to worry about these guys. We can just clean up here and then circle back down around to deal with them. Um, from what I remember, they'll just spawn the fleet right next to the bases as they're destroyed. Here we have a rather interesting battle. One of our laser corvettes. This one, a very simple unit that hasn't really distinguished itself in battle in the giant group battles before against one of these Omen gunships. Oh, I see Omen Spectre. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so the Omen is named after the Spectre, I guess. Technically, they're synonyms. That's a laser corvette. And right now, it's not firing so far. Okay, those small missiles are slightly out of range. Do we lack detection? 61-meter air. Oh, damn. Okay, so there's something wrong with our detection. No, it should be okay. Are they using smoke? Oh, IR. Point at. Oh, there you go. I don't have very good bearing. No, that's better. We have the detection from the front is a little bit better. Come on, I'm really hoping the laser would detonate this giant bomb of a plane. Well, at least the missiles to hit, and finally the laser fires. Oh man. Okay, well, That was slightly anticlimactic.
Listening. Moving out.
So what happened was we destroy all of the Federation and the cultists' bases. So now we only have 3 fleets left from them that we have to deal with. And then after that, we're done with these 2 factions, and we can move on to the final faction here, the Kingdom. Alright, here we have. Whoops. Here we have one of the last, well, the third last fleet battle against one of the Federation's fleets. They have something called a Crim Hill class battleship, which costs 1 million, which I really hope it will be very exciting to fight. We have everyone ganging up on this ship.
Engaging now.
And here we have our battle cruiser squadron. Somehow we have managed to spawn very close to this ship. Ooh, what are these guns? How did they fire at so fast? Oh, these are Seaways. Okay. And they have some of these big guns. Quite a bit of firepower, not as much as we thought. Like 350. That's less than what we have, and we're a cheaper ship too. The armor here. Oh, we have a gun that's offline. Never really taken a look actually. We have some stuff exposed. Yeah, we have a couple weapons offline actually. Never really realized that. 60mm. Yeah, so this ship has taken quite a bit of damage. I managed to get everything to spawn super close because we want to crush them very quickly. Even though this ship is at, it's at 92% health now. They don't seem to know where they want to fire. Ooh. Hey, it looked as if that cramp missed, but that already took out one of their turrets. So that's a good start. There's another cramp coming in. No turrets pop to see, well, other than a few of their annoying low Seaways. Oh, that's the hover tanks just getting massacred by not evading. Okay, pop another turret. Okay, now we activated a little bit of evasion, but I think it's a bit late. It's taking quite a bit of damage. The guns are still firing though, so that's good. Yeah, that's a huge ship. Just quite an impressive volume of fire.
Control door moving out.
I'll probably pull a bit further away.
Moving out. Moving out.
Do it like that. Everybody's firing at this ship. White melee materials. Even if they have low velocity shells, it should still be taken seriously. I mean, these hover tanks, in the grand scheme of this campaign, they're a lot more expendable than the larger cruisers that have like giant railguns that can just go through these ships. Ooh, that. Somehow that didn't disable both of these turrets. I don't know if they just use ejectors or if they were just lucky. Yeah, that's the hover tanks taking a beating, and so is the siege cruiser, but we're dishing out damage as good as we're taking. And that's about 2 million materials of cruisers that have joined this battle, so even with quite a bit of losing firepower, it's not really a fair fight. Well, it's another interesting design aesthetic. How many of these cramp cannons are even online? Got 200 firepower, so looks like 2 of these cramp cannons have been knocked out. Or actually, even just 2 cramp cannons are operational. Alright, one turret left. I was really thinking about this fleet as just getting so beat up, but they have taken on, most of those factions' firepower or fleet, basically without any chance to repair or anything. And there's just 2 more small fleets left. I do believe they're made mostly of aircraft carriers, so we will not be able to dish out as much damage as this battleship here. You can pull the support cruiser in a bit closer to provide better fire support. And that's a frigate, which is absolutely tiny for the amount of stuff we faced till this point. Hey, we're getting a nice cross-section view of the ship. That's quite a lot of fuel engines. It's really interesting that they're like 2-block high Tetris. And there's quite a few missile tubes. No guns though. Oh, we didn't get a chance to look inside. Oh. Okay, well. Here we are commanding from our battle cruiser. I'm not sure if I ever showed off the inside before. Ooh. Here, there's some basic crew accommodations. And then here we have a boat and a bass. Alright. And the most important part of the ship, the toy boat, and how much damage did our hover tank take. Ooh, it got a tiny little helicopter. I forgot who deployed it. Could it be the frigate that deployed it? And we destroyed this by being too damaged. That's a lot of propellers. Well, heavy armor too.
Listening.
So even though this fleet hasn't been repaired, we did refuel it one time. So we brought our material level up to 50%.
Listening.
Let me just stay here.
Listening. Moving out. Moving out.
Alright, so I only have two more of these fleets. It looks like they're moving on us all at once. Combined, I think they're just under 2 million material. This one's a bit bigger, the Aegis Cruiser. I think we've seen it before. It didn't really manage to do a lot of damage against us. Alright, and now they're mad. They're coming. That's good. Come to us.